Hi students, today's topic is describe a uniform you have worn, such as a school or company uniform. Say what it looked like, when and where you needed to wear this uniform, and explain how you felt about it. Before we go on to my sample answer, let's just look at some uniforms. We know all schools have their own uniform policies. Boys' uniforms generally consist of a light colored shirt. It could be plain, striped or checked, and dark colored shorts or trousers. Girls' uniforms typically consist of a dress, a pinafore, or a shirt and skirt. Usually shirts have the school logo on them. In addition, students are required to wear the belt, the house badge, an identity card. On sports days, uniforms may vary. Students may be required to wear shorts and t-shirts or polo shirts, and maybe track pants and jerseys. And we know there are several occupations where there is a dress code for the employees. Let's just look at a few of them to get some more vocabulary related to uniforms. In the medical field, we know doctors wear white coats and they have a stethoscope around their neck. They also wear scrubs. Nurses also wear scrubs of different colors like blue, green, etc. Pilots wear crisp white shirts and black pants and also a hat. They have black and yellow markings on the shoulder pads, which are called epaulets. Chefs wear white button-down tops and white pants and a big white hat and an apron. Auto mechanics, industry workers, construction site workers, etc. wear overalls or coveralls. Sports persons also wear uniforms. Players usually wear jerseys with their number or name on them, and shorts and shoes. Now let's move on to our sample answer. Uniforms are worn by everyone at some point in their lives. I've worn a couple of different uniforms and I'd like to talk to you about one I had worn during my high school days. In fact, that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I recall my student life. Our school had different sets of uniforms for different classes. The primary school students wore one type of uniform, while high school and secondary students had their own separate ones. The one I wore was a classic girls' school garb. Grey-colored box-pleated skirt, along with striped collared shirt and grey overcoat. And the boys wore grey formal pants, along with striped shirt and grey coat. Everybody had a monogram bearing the school emblem embedded onto the coats. A pair of neatly polished black shoes paired with black socks, a belt, and an identity card were also part of the uniform code. Our teachers were very particular about our uniforms, and they made sure we were all neatly dressed. Our uniforms were ironed and wrinkle-free. The uniform gave everybody a neat and polished look, though we were a rowdy bunch of kids. But to be honest, during that time, I didn't much like the idea of wearing uniforms, especially since a neighboring school didn't have a dress code. And I always looked at the students of that school with envy when they went to classes in their chudidars and jeans. But I remember once one of our teachers explained to us why we had uniforms in school. He said the uniform symbolized unity and equality, and that it meant every student in school was considered equal, no matter what their background or status. That made a lot of sense to me, and that's why I still support the idea of having uniforms in school. Now let's look at some ideas that will help you in the discussion part. What's the importance of uniforms in schools? Well, uniforms create a sense of equality and eliminate all kinds of differences. They also foster a sense of pride and unity, and they help people identify which school a student belongs to. What are the advantages of uniforms at the workplace? They act as an identification. Customers can easily spot the employees. They can also help market a brand through the logo or emblem. Uniforms give a professional image. Some uniforms help in safety, such as uniforms of firefighters. Are there any disadvantages of wearing uniforms? Well, sometimes it may be quite boring to wear the same outfit day in and day out. Also, poorly designed uniforms may hamper performance. For example, flight stewardesses sometimes need to wear high heels, which may cause pain when they need to stand for long hours. Do clothes reveal personality? Yes, I believe to some extent they define our personality. I think people who wear bright colors are friendly, they have positive thoughts, they are outgoing. Those who love wearing black and gray are usually more sophisticated. And I believe that those who wear abstract, tribal, or geometric prints are usually very creative, unique, and bold. Subscribe and click on the bell icon for more updates.